Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. Today I am driving a new truck, the Volvo VNL 670, and I'm driving for a new company. We're driving for Wallbert. So we are at a Wallbert depot, the one in Las Vegas, Nevada. We've already picked up our trailer. Let's go ahead and hop in the truck. We'll start the truck up and we'll take a look at what we're hauling today. All right, so we are hauling 36,000 pounds of used packaging to Phoenix, Arizona, to a Wallbert in Phoenix. We have about 11 hours to complete the job. We're gonna get about $27,000. It is 393 miles, should take us 10 hours, so we'll be able to complete it. It's a rush delivery, so that's why we're about 2 hours away from delivery time to the end of the job. So it is rushed, so we do have to get there a little bit quickly. But we should be able to make it with no problem. We don't need to rest in 16 hours, so rest isn't going to be that much of a issue this run. So let's go ahead and start this trip. It's going to be very interesting. I've driven this truck a little bit, but not with a trailer before. I've kind of just driven around in the truck just to see if it was a truck that I liked. So I do like it. I think it's very, very nice, very well put together. So it's going to be a very interesting first run for the Volvo, considering we have a 53-foot trailer, pretty big trailer. I really like the new feature in American Truck Sim, by the way, the where you can change out your trailer. That's really cool. So instead of just having a 48-foot, I went to a 53. I don't know why. I like difficulty, I guess. The one thing I have noticed about this truck, the suspension is a lot different. I'm thinking that there's something with the suspension that's been done because it's very bouncy around corners. I don't know if we I think we cleared that. But we're in Vegas. Looks like we're gonna have to drive down the Vegas Strip, so frames are gonna be terrible. I have not yet fixed my other computer. I do appreciate everyone helping me figure out what it is. I'm pretty sure I know what it is now. The problem on my old computer, so I'm gonna try to get that fixed as soon as I can. As of right now, I can still record, so it's not that much of a rush. I'll get it done when it gets done, probably this weekend. Last weekend I was just super busy, which reminds me just why I just want to go over Mondays or have just turned into something completely else. I think actually I get less sleep on the weekends than I do during the week. From just doing all types of different stuff, running around, working on cars, doing all the types of crazy stuff that we do on the weekends. We end up not getting that much sleep because, about to run a red, we'll hit that brake hard. Because what'll happen is we'll wake up at like 9, 10 in the morning to go do something and then be out until 12, 1, 2 and at night and then do the same thing. So that's Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. So I come back in on Sunday night at like 2 in the morning. Oh, this is all messed. All these people are gonna run this fucking light. Good. Where's my horn? There it is. That's a very strange sounding horn. But yeah, so I think I end up getting less sleep on the weekends. So when Monday comes around, I'm just exhausted. I really am. It takes me a day to kind of recover from everything that we've been doing. And yeah, I just need to figure something out. My Mondays have been just kind of all over the place lately, so I just need to figure something out. I think what I'm gonna do is kind of go back to what I used to do, which is make sure I get videos done for Monday before I start my weekend. It's just, things are kind of weird getting back to the way they were. LSPDFR is still not back just yet. I'm actually trying out some different stuff this week with Polecat. I don't want to mention what that is because it's not gonna be out by the time, it won't be out by the time this video comes out. So me and Polecat are trying new games. That's what I'll say. We've tried 2 new games this week, so you'll see the videos on that. And we're just kind of seeing what works, what doesn't work, what people like, what they want to watch, what they don't want to watch. So we're just trying a bunch of new things. I have a ton of new games too that I just saw. I spent some time last night on the Steam store just kind of looking at what might be interesting to play. Found a couple games, so we're definitely have a lot of options. We're just kind of experimenting and trying new things. We figured, why not? Let's just do some different stuff, play some different games, and we'll see. One of them I think people are gonna like, or at least I hope people like. The other one, I don't think people are gonna like it, but we'll see. We will see. But yeah, we're gonna play some new games more often than we do. Dust off some old games that we haven't played in a while, and just kind of try some different stuff. It's been a while since we've been able to try some different stuff. I believe I need to be in this right lane because I think this is a right-hand turn coming up. I can't wait to get out of Vegas so I can get some FPS back. So yeah, this weekend was a little bit crazier than normal, just because I finally got a console in my Vic, which was really cool. I was able to, is this a right turn only lane? Yes, it is. All right, well, that sucks. Oh, come on, dude, really? Oh, I just killed the truck. And there's some people that were trying to turn. What gear am I in? I'm in like 5th. No wonder I'm not going. Turn the blinker off. Jesus. Yeah, they changed up a little bit of this truck. So I think what happened was some of the 1.4 update things were not quite being implemented yet in the game, possibly, or in the public beta. That could have been why my wheel didn't work, or the wheel adjustment didn't work, because it works now. And also a lot of the other things work, like the shift, the shift knobs that you can add onto the wheel and changing the wheel out and stuff like that. And that wasn't options on this truck previously. So I think they have updated probably this truck, because I think this, yeah, I'm pretty sure this truck is on the Steam workshop. So it can be updated at any point because the display looks different for sure. I can now change out a bunch of different wheels, put on one of those steering knobs, and then adjust the wheel too, which is pretty cool. So it seems like all the 1.4 patch things are now working properly like they should be. So that's cool. Just want to get out of Vegas. Want to get my frames back. But yeah, Wallbert is another company, and decided to do it with the Volvo because it seems like all the other paints, the only thing that I would say negative about the other Wallbert paints for the other trucks is they're not quite white. They're like an off-white, and they're not pure white, and it looks strange, at least to me. It looks a little strange. I prefer like an actual pure white. All right, might be able to finally start getting some speed out of this truck. Still a 30 zone, but it probably won't be for long. And 70. All right, so we're in Nevada, though we don't have to worry so much about going 55, which means we can at least do 60 or 65, depending on the traffic. Is that the Vegas sign? I think it is, yeah. Wow, I don't think I've seen that actually. Drive carefully, come back soon. And the other side says, welcome to Vegas, I'm pretty sure, right? Yep, welcome to the fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. So, yeah, this weekend I got a console in my Vic, finally, which is awesome. Troy console. It was one that was laying around that we had picked up a while back. Was finally able to throw it in my Vic. Got rid of my shitty AutoZone console, which was really starting to bug me because of all the lack of armrests, really. I was kind of just resting my arm on the edge of a plastic-like thing, so it really wasn't pleasant. Every time you'd hit a bump, you'd bounce your elbow up and down and smack your elbow into some plastic, so it wasn't great by any means. It sucked a lot. But finally got a console, which is nice. Did some work to it, mounted the armrest, got it in the car, put some ABS plastic over the exposed bits, kind of jankly threw my CB in there. It's not a permanent mount for the CB at all. It's just something that's kind of temporary until I can figure out more of a better location, an actual mounting thing, because it's kind of just stuck in there right now. Oh, we're already in Arizona. Okay, wow, that was quick. So yeah, I have a picture of it on my Instagram. If anybody's interested in taking a look at it, it is bugs.official. There will be a link in the description too if you want to check it out. But yeah, so I put a picture of the console in there. I really like it. It works very nicely. It's a better armrest than anything, which is what I needed. It doesn't have storage like my old console did, but hopefully I can kind of jerry rig some sort of storage in there or something like that. So, but yeah, I did that. We cleaned up our cars pretty good. I can't wax my car yet after the paint, it hasn't been 6 weeks. Surprisingly, it's felt like it's been 6 weeks, but it hasn't. No, we're going a little quick. 70 miles an hour here. Go and slow down just a little bit. I don't want to be going too fast. So yeah, we cleaned up our Vicks in preparation for the Vic meet that we had on Sunday, which was really cool. It's always nice going to those meets because, I mean, where else are you going to see 20, 25 Vicks all lined up at one spot? I have another picture of that on my Instagram as well. It's pretty cool. But yeah, it's really nice just seeing all the Vicks, catching up with some people that you've seen before, seeing what they've done differently, talking to new people that just showed up for the first time, just looking at a bunch of Vicks, a bunch of different ways, a bunch of different styling of doing things and stuff like that. It's really cool. It always makes me want to get another Vic because there's a lot of guys out there that'll do muffler deletes, you know, exhaust like Flow Masters and stuff like that. And then they'll put on some nice wheels, maybe you lower it a little bit and kind of make it a little more of a muscle car than anything really. And it's a really nice look. It looks really cool. So I definitely want to get myself another Vic to be able to do some things that I would not do to my normal Vic. You know, I wouldn't put an exhaust on my current Vic. I wouldn't lower my current Vic. I wouldn't, you know, do any of that. So I don't know. Maybe it's worth kind of picking up another Vic if I can find like a little cheap one, do some cool stuff to it. But I don't know. Vics right now are kind of all over the place in terms of pricing and availability and quality and all that. They're really all over. A lot of people ask us all the time, you know, how do I go about getting a Vic? What should I do? Blah, blah, blah. The only thing is, we're going to have to pull into the weigh station. We haven't had to pull into a weigh station in a long time. But yeah, so all I say is just search Craigslist. That's all you got to do. Search Craigslist, keep an eye out, and you'll find a deal that you're looking for. The only thing that I can recommend is just as a Crown Vic owner, and I know that what some people will probably end up going through is I prefer the year 2006 and up, just because you get all the new interior features and all the new performance features as well. You're on fly-by-wire and all that type of stuff. So the only thing I can say is just keep an eye open, and if you find the right one, just jump on it if you can. And it really sucks because there's a lot that you'll see. Gross weight 75,000 pounds. There's a lot of things that you'll see that are just like, oh, I want that. Well, you know, we do the same thing all the time. We go, oh shit, that's a really nice Vic. I really wish we can get that. But yeah, there's just the pricing ranges. You can buy a Vic for $7,000. You can also buy a Vic for $1,200. It's just dependent on, you know, the condition and everything. So it's just a matter of looking and trying to find the right thing for you. But I don't know. I've been considering it. It's tempting to get another Vic to kind of mess around with. But then again, I don't want to have more cars than I do. It's, you know, gets ridiculous. All right, so we're behind this tanker trying to get onto the freeway here. I feel like we're going back the way we just came, really. No, not really. We're going to be going through Kingsman, Arizona. But yeah, so I decided to do the Wallbert in the Volvo. I think it looks very nice. Pretty cool. It's a pretty standard truck, the Volvo. You see them quite often. So I figured it kind of fit good for something like Walmart. I could have done the, I was thinking about doing possibly the Kenworth T800, but I just did the Peterbilt 2 times in a row, and I thought the Kenworth is just a little too close. Oh, we're gonna go through that yellow. So I thought, the Kenworth is just a little too close to what I already just did, so I'm just gonna kind of skip on that. Oh God. Am I sticking out in the intersection? No, I'm just barely made it.